you know? Don't you know? I'm living in shadow. Don't you know? Don't you know? I fell for fools gold. I fell for fools gold. What did I know? What did I know? I fell for fools gold. I fell for fools gold. What did I know? What did I know? You were fool's gold. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. I did.
Bam! Erniiie at it for some afternoon double live shiny hunting. I figured I'd get back into the swing of things with my shiny Johto starters. We have been very unfortunate to not get any of them yet. But we ain't stopping the clock yet, because we go get it. We're going to try. We're going to make it happen. As we are also doing our Krabby. Since we did that the last time we were hunting, it's doubling, checking out. We're at a good combo. So we'll leave that there while we focus on getting some shinies. I haven't done this other type of a hunt in a while, so let's get myself up in the sky, get ourselves ready to go. We have our sleeping Charizard. Let's find a really good spot to focus in there. And I haven't done a shiny hunt on my DS in so long, so I feel like I'm a little bit rusty. But hey, we're gonna make it work for us. I might just have to make some adjustments as well. There we go. It did do a reset. Awesome. And then we're gonna go what? Up is gonna, oh no, that's not gonna work. Nope. How are we gonna make this work? Click over here. Gotta make sure our counter is working. There we go. That worked. Yo shiny collector, how you do, welcome. Or you know, we've been here and there, you know, a little bit of everywhere. How's it going? My desktop audio. Oh, there it is. Woo, hey, Semper! James Macca! No shiny yet. No shiny yet. We have our big combo going. We're going to try to go for our shiny starter. Again, see how that goes, you know. See how it fades. For us, I just have to kind of sort of fix something here, but I did not realize that my screen is a little bit unsynced to how I want it to be. So I need to click on that, figure out where you are. Group 4. Oh, you got a haircut today? Awesome! I definitely need a haircut. I got way too much hair right now. I just have been super lazy. Did you cut a lot of your hair off? Do you like having it short, medium? What's your style? Okay, I gotta pause that game for a second. While I ungroup this, I need to fix this one here. One moment while I make some minor adjustments to my game. Thought I had everything all figured out, but of course not. At least it doesn't take too long to kind of adjust-ish. Oh, there we go. I think that's better. That looks good. I'm just going to double check before I group it back together that we do an encounter. And I make sure I'm happy. Oh yeah, that even looks better too. Nice, okay. Alright, we be doing it down there. Okay, we happy now. So that, and you go back into a group. Perfect. We click the up button, that should give us an encounter. It sure does. Alright, we back together. We got it, we're ready for some crabbies, and we ready for some music in my ear. And I am ready to see some sparkles. And then maybe today we see ourselves some shinies. That is the goal, right? We're gonna make everything work for us. There we go, just gonna there. I'm excited. Do I have... Well, I was in the middle of a movie, so I'm going to finish. Oh yeah, still hunting the Krabby. Yes, still hunting the Krabby. Go finish your movie, and then if I'm still on, let me know what movie you were watching and how it was. I watched a good movie yesterday. The How to Train Your Dragon, the last one. That was really cute. Pets too. Yay! I haven't seen it yet, but I loved Pets, the first one, so that was cute. I have to like get used to the double hunting again, you know, when you have to actually look at both screens. There's one thing I'm looking for, I'm not sure what happened to it. It's something that will get rid of this glare on top of my one screen, but that's alright. 20 minutes in, it's good so far. Excellent. Yeah, it's okay. Enjoy the rest of your movie, Xanthra. I need this glare to go away. I have it probably somewhere, unless I might have thrown it out thinking, oh, I'm not going to need it anymore. I might have something I can use, though. Okay, let's see. What do I have here? No, that's not gonna work. Dang. It's like, I mean, it's good to keep some things, and it's also good to throw some things out so you don't end up hoarding everything, but, of course, I end up throwing out the things that I actually could use. Nice to get back into this shiny starters, as it has been kind of a pain in my thigh, a pain in my number. There we go. And now I've added like a fan closer to my room, which is amazing because I always complain when I'm streaming how hot it is. Doesn't like cool the room down too much, but it's enough. We don't need the Charizard, so we go for now. We're gonna be so patient and stay high above until we find the shiny Krabby. The only ones we may risk catching in terms of shinies is the Nidoran male, because I do kind of need it, but at the same time I don't really want to destroy a chain that I've kept for a bit. Because here and there, some of the streams, I don't worry about my chain, but when it's been so long getting the shiny, then that's when I tend to be like, okay, let's keep this chain up so it has all the high chances possible. I wonder if I left that up here. Let's see. Did I? So I do have one up here. Whew. Now I can cover my screen. Hopefully I won't get such... Okay, let's see if that helps a little bit. I'll have to probably put the black part on the bottom like I used to do, but that's okay. It's gonna cover enough of what was bothering me. I hope. Ooh. Alright. We be out here clicking quick. See, when you're doing shiny hunts like Let's Go, you don't realize really how many encounters you get sometimes. So I'm looking at already like doing 13, now 14 encounters on our other game. It actually goes by super fast. I love it. That was the only like thing I didn't like, is like it's hard to account for the encounters you're doing with your Let's Go hunts, but it definitely seems like it takes a lot longer than the odds they tell you it is. I just really want to get this Pokemon quickly down here in the bottom corner underneath my face, so we can carry on, move on, add another shiny to the books. Don't need none of these slam Pokemon up at me. I feel like, even though it's nice to have these Pokemon flying above you, it's not as exciting when it's literally only a couple Pokemon. I mean, I know they're not gonna have every flying Pokemon, I guess, do it, but... This makes Pokemon like Chansey, Dragonite, Charizard don't seem as special when they show up so often. I guess I missed putting in a picture of the Krabby. There we go. So we know what we'd be hunting for. Excellent. Perfect. There we go. That makes it look nice. Let's go, Krabbies. Come on. We want some Krabbies. Let's just do like double water Pokemon, you know? Some Krabbies showing up and some Totodiles. That would be oh so nice. I think in the last few times I had streamed, I was talking about how my right ear was completely blocked and plugged and I couldn't hear anything. It is like 95% better now, which makes it so much better when I'm listening to music on that one side. Now the next thing that would make this perfect is getting another capture card and playing another game on here. Pokemon Masters I've definitely gotten into. More actually really today I just started getting into it, even though I've downloaded it for a while now. I was contemplating if I want to play that. I might switch after a little bit. from my Krabby. Just for something different. It's funny because I watched a couple of streamers do Pokemon Masters, and some of the areas where I struggled and had to like go and beat it like 2 or 3 times before I actually finished it, they like went through it so fast, like wow. But I also don't want to have like an overpowered level team, so I am trying to go, in a sense, slow in it and really enjoy all the characters that they have. So it's actually like as you get into the game, there's a lot of detail with it. I also have to say one of my most favorite things about switching from streaming on a Mac to a PC is the hotkey connections for like encounters. Ugh. I could never find one that would work properly with a Mac. And now the one I do for the PC is so easy. Hello, Dragonite. Bye, Dragonite. So when you see all those Krabbies pop up, that's when you get a little hopeful, you know? And that is another reason why in certain cases you have to worry about your combo, because it will allow more Pokemon of the variety you're looking for to show up. But sometimes just if I use my Switch for other games, you can't keep your combo. And it's funny because I never used to think about that before when shiny hunting Pokemon, because I would just turn my Game Boy into sleep mode, but would still play other games because I had like 4 Game Boys. Like whenever you did those s.o.s battles, you always had to save it in a sense. Otherwise it'd be a pain to go back and redo an s.o.s all the time. And that's kind of like combo hunting. And it gets very expensive. I do feel this Krabby is gonna be mean to us. Same as our starters. Yo, Aiden, how's it going? How are you? How was your long weekend? Woo, oh nice. So now everything's going to be all working again for you. Safely double hunt now. Yes, that's good. I know, I went back into double hunting today. I haven't done it in so long. I was originally thinking of, and the reason why I kind of actually started double hunting today, because I was originally thinking of streaming Masters and Let's Go at the same time. But I need to get another capture card that's not the same as the one I have, and I didn't feel like going out and finding that, so then I was like, well, let's see if I can get it on my phone to work, and it only worked by doing a game in a game, so I was like, it's okay. Double hunting's probably better, because we haven't done these starters in so long. It's been a while. We need to give them back some love. I did screw up the screws, so now I just have to tape. Aw, dang. Like, did you mess, like, the screw part that goes into it, or just the screw itself? Because then maybe you can get new screws? I don't know. Cause tape is easier than finding some tiny screws. That's true. No, you're right on that one. As long as you don't mind the tape. I put tape and stuff all over my DS's. I, like, tape them down to the counter so they don't move around if I do, like, Masuda hunts or anything like that. Have you started any double hunts yet? Not made of order. Just gotta adjust. Just a smidge. I don't like it when it's off and it looks crooked. Oh yeah, all those crabbies down there. Come on, keep coming, keep coming. Oh, there we go. I just realized I didn't even have an avatar on the screen because I haven't really typed yet. So I think it's like good and bad. It's like if you're just watching and spectating, you're not typing, then you don't get your little avatar. So it's kind of a good way to know who's been active while I stream. No, Chansey, no. Too bad there wasn't like certain items or like stuff you can do that would like prevent certain Pokemon from appearing for X amount of time. I don't want to see chances. We've already seen a Charizard and a Chansey shiny here. We don't need nothing else. Go away, Chansey. We don't want to see you. Disappear. Come on. Every time I see like a Krabby just below my Charizard, I see like the yellow of Charizard's belly, and for like a quick second I'm like, oh shoot, that's my... Nope, not a shiny. That's just a belly. No shiny. Come on, beautiful. Hey, Jordan. How are you? Welcome, welcome. Hope you enjoyed your weekend. It's now Tuesday, the long weekend. Lots of people are getting back into school. Nice, nice. So you have a nice profile picture of Pokemon Go. I take it you're a big fan of Pokemon Go. I think I even remember when I first started hunting I could probably try doing that again now that I have hotkeys that work. I used to count every single Pokemon that appeared, just to kind of get a rough estimate of how many Pokemon you see. Nice. Have you been playing it since like a couple years ago when it came out? I remember getting it when it first came out in Australia. I got like the APK version of it. I don't play it as much as I'd like to now, but I actually randomly started a new account just for fun to see like how long it would take to like build up a new account now and get all the different things, because obviously the higher level you are and stuff, there's way more options and it's easier to get certain Pokemon. The day it first came out, nice. What's your highest CP you have? Nice. I remember when Dragonite's were like appearing in the wild when I first started the game, when it was just like Gen 1. I literally was like running through the city to find it. And then there was even this other time, there was a level 100 or 100% IV Needle King that appeared like 5 minutes down the street from my workplace, and me and one of my buddies like just bolted it to get it. It was so funny. I'm sure so many people have so many such good stories about Pokemon Go. Oh, for sure. I think it's exciting. I like when they add and change stuff, you know? Like, give us... It just makes more gameplay for you, you know? What do you think? Just kind of adds more life back into games, right? When they update it and stuff like that. Nice. Right? I mean, it's so good. It's just like with Pokemon Masters that just came out for mobile. They already have, like, an event with Blue and his Pidgeot, so... You already know that there's going to be so many new things to happen once you kind of play through a lot of the main stuff. Yeah, what's your question? What is my favorite shiny Pokemon? Ho ho. My favorite shiny Pokemon is Coughing. Coughing is like my absolute favorite. We actually kind of have like poison theme for our channel. Poison types are my favorite Pokemon. And I do love the colorations of the green that the Coughing has. It's so good. So I'm so excited for the Galarian Weezing in Sword and Shield. What is your favorite shiny Pokemon? Charizard, nice! Well, it's a good thing I'm riding on my shiny Charizard. I definitely started playing Pokemon with Blue and Red, the very first game, so Gen 1, of course, I hold more. I kind of like didn't play all the gens for a while, and then I kind of got back into it in the last 2 years, but so definitely Gen 1s are always my favorite, but and then when I first started playing, I really loved water type Pokemon. And then now it's just kind of changed into my poison type, something a little different. And it's funny, even though the Coughing is like one of my favorite shinies, I actually don't have a shiny Coughing. And I also like the shiny Alolan Muck. That one's really good as well. But I never got either of those on stream. I have like shiny Alolan Grimers on stream and stuff like that. But and I have a shiny Coughing that my student method, but I just did that on my own fun for a giveaway I had done once. My friend's dad had Gen 1 Pokemon games. Nice! I actually still have my very original Game Boy and my original Pokemon Blue game, my very first game that I bought. And it still works, actually, which is really sweet. Hello, hello, Dr. Game Boy. How are you? Nice name. Nice avatar there. So I remember people were saying that, like, those older games, like the Game Boy games, that the battery on them die. And I actually have a Pokemon Silver and Pokemon Blue versions of them. And the batteries are still great. It's a little bit weird playing, like, such an older game on such a smaller device. But it's really cool. Nostalgic, you know? Yeah, I feel like if I actually added a counter again to seeing all the Pokemon that pop up in Let's Go, it would go up pretty fast before we saw a shiny. It'd be hard, I don't know if I would catch all of the flying Pokemon, but I think you can only have like 3 flying Pokemon at a time. So I know I used to do that when I first started. I had like a, on my phone, I had an app for counting, and I would literally just tap it every single time I saw a Pokemon. The old Gen 1 games was one of my favorite Pokemon games. Yes! I mean, it was so good. I think literally the old generation games are like really the only ones I ever beat. Just because when I kind of got into shiny hunting and stuff and like doing different things, so that I didn't always finish and complete the games, but I've gone backwards and like done that now. I still appreciate, I think actually though, in terms of all the games, Generation 7, I probably put the most time in now in playtime, just mainly because of shiny hunting and hatching eggs. I did a lot of Masuda method hunting. It is one of my favorites to do. And then whenever I want to just get like a nice quick shiny, I usually just do S.o.s, so. Nice, awesome. Like a shiny Pokedex? I am very, very behind. But when I first started streaming, my goal was to like, and that was just before Pokemon Let's Go came out, and my goal was to try to get as many of the Gen 1s as possible first. That was kind of like our basis of the channel. But then I had a huge issue with my computer crashing, and then it took like 6 months or more for me to get a brand new one, so I'm definitely way behind what I would have liked to have done, but that's okay. I am back, I am here. And that's why I figured I would add a little bit of my gen starters again. So I do an increase every when I see it. Oh, just regular? Sweet, that's good. Yeah, I think I have this Let's Go Eevee, I have it completed with the shiny charm. And then my Let's Go Pikachu game, I don't. I barely played that one, because I was trying to play it through with just a shiny. And I still haven't gotten a shiny in the beginning. And then I've done other things in between. I am super stoked. It's going to be really nice and exciting to like have a really nice game to kind of play through. Like Pokemon Let's Go is really good. But like to have like a full main storyline with new Pokemon on a Switch is going to be so much fun. Time to hopefully complete the Pokedex. You got it. Are you completing the Pokedex in Let's Go as well? Nice. So that was the one thing that actually made it easier. If you play Pokemon Go as well, you can kind of transfer your good guys in there, but that's what I ended up doing. I think the Generation 7, I was able to complete the Pokedex by myself in one of my games, and then this game I was able to do it. And then in Gen 6, I actually had one of my followers help me trade all of my Pokemon to get over 700 Pokemon. Yes, exactly. That's the same problem. And luckily, for Trade Evolution, I had the evolutions in my Pokemon Go game I could bring over. But yeah, so frustrating when you only have like one device. What starter? What's my starter gonna be? Well, because there's no poison type starters, and because the water type is always my favorite, I typically tend to go water as my starter. So most likely it'll be water, but if I get to see their final evolutions, because Scorbunny I think right now is kind of my favorite looking in terms of first evolutions. Have you chosen one yourself, Jordan? And hello, hello, Paul. Welcome to the stream. Life is good, you know. And I was very nice and thoughtful. I'm riding on my shiny Charizard just in case it came on. I didn't want you to see a green shiny up there. Now I need to find someone to trade my Manchoke to and have them trade it back. Ah. That's the other thing too. I never ever did. I always forgot to get the online connection. So I think I did like the free, like 7-day trial they did. Because I did a competition on a Discord for battling. And then since then I haven't done it. You guys will be Score Bunny? Sweet! I love the design of Score Bunny. It's really awesome. And I know some people are saying fighting fire, whatever the situation is, but so far out of the 3, I love how Score Bunny looks. So, unless they make some crazy changes in the next evolutions to make me change my mind, we will see. But sadly, I tend to not really use the starters that much. I use them for like the first or second gym, and then I start switching out and going for other Pokemon. And I typically don't shiny hunt the starters, unless I can do them Masuda style. I'm not too much for those starter cutscenes. I'll go with Saba because every game I get water type starter. Nice, I love it, Game Boy. That's so good. That was like me too. I always do water my first time around. I always do water. But then I tend to like change my thought process on the design after you get to see all of the evolutions. So that'll make a difference. That's fine. I love it. I think that's great. Do you get water types throughout the whole entire game, or just the water type for your starter? I think the way I play this game will be very different from other games, because it'll be actually probably a game that I'll be streaming, whereas all the other games were out before I started streaming. But I do have 2 copies. I'm getting Sword and Shield, so I'll be playing one probably on my own, and then I'll play the other version on stream. Nintendo trailer for Sword and Shield. There will be a giant Pokemon. Do you think so? In the Nintendo trailer for Sword and Shield. Like the one that's coming out? I think that Gigantamaxing and all those crazy things are going to be so interesting to see how it actually works in the game. I never really used Mega Evolutions or Z Crystals that much. Not that I didn't like them, I like Megas way more than I like Z Crystals though. So you almost have to like double hunt when you play Let's Go sometimes. Because just the standing there can get crazy. A duel, oh my goodness. Where's the accept? I need the accept to show up. I think that, like, I mean, yeah, I think it's with an E. The unfair advantage, I mean, I like the design and how it looks, but I just think, like I was saying earlier, for me, I like to get to the end of the game as fast as possible to, like, shiny hunt and everything. So I tend to, like, overlevel a certain few Pokemon, and then I would just, like, crush out the game so I could shiny hunt. So, I mean, so I never really took advantage, I guess, of, using them like I should. That was probably more my problem with it. Alright, Toradol, let's go. We can do it. The one who has so much gold to spare, hey, Paul? Here it comes, and the Totodile goes for its last strike! GG, Paul. It was a good battle. I have a Mewtwo, yeah. I do. 12,000. I don't think losing the 500 gold hurt you too much. You sure do. Tons. Nice, and there's the victory. You've been really lucky so far, because sometimes certain people who do that bet, they always end up losing it all. This time. Ooh. It's Jordan and Paul takes the victory. My favorite part in Let's Go, I think it has to do, like, almost like the whole combination of the game, kind of like, because I never really played a lot of the remakes for Generation 1 that a lot of people probably had, so some people were kind of tired of seeing Generation 1, but for me it's been like, probably like 10 more years that I had actually played a Gen 1 game again, so it's kind of like going back to that and just seeing all the better graphics and seeing the Pokemon in the real life. Like, seeing all these Pokemon right now around you is really exciting. And this time I actually, like, took the time to play the game properly and beat it all the way through and, like, enjoy the gameplay. Right? It was like that for me too, and then I was like, kind of want to get back into doing some of the shiny hunts, just because, like, for me, the Let's Go I use a capture card, and then other games I don't, and it's so much more, like, this is a lot nicer and easier to stream with a capture card. You want me to ride in my shiny Persian? I can in a second, yeah. I love my shiny Persian. there's a Nidoran. I like shiny Persian too. It may not look that different, but that's what makes it beautiful. I like my shiny Persian. I'd have to, like, I'm so used to seeing this one, so I'd have to, like, see a non-shiny to, like, compare it with. It was actually really fun, too, to use this Persian in my comp battle I did. Just gonna get more water. I'll be back in 2 seconds. It's been more than 2 seconds. How did I know you'd be doing that? How did I know? It's weird. You can ride on a Haunter, but you can't ride on Gengar. Yeah, that one bothered me too. I thought that was weird. Do I have a favorite Kalos region Pokemon? I'm probably like really bad and don't know 100% where each one came from, but like the poison types I really enjoyed, of course. I always focused on those. I liked Krogant and Gulpin. It's kind of fun though when you ride on the Haunter. Fairy types. But for Biiie in Kalos was awesome. I actually love doing the Kalos region. I had never played Kalos region until this year. So it definitely gave me a good opportunity to play some newer Pokemon in a playthrough, that's for sure. Can't wait to beat people with a Galarian Weezing. I'm so excited for Galarian Weezing. It's gonna be amazing! I'm excited to see what its shiny is gonna look like as well. Want to be on my... Come on, there we go. Pokemon I'm most excited about is Impidimp, my favorite 2 types in 1 Pokemon. And they haven't really talked much about Impidimp as well, right? It was like that weird leak and then nothing. That's the Dark Fairy, correct? But yeah, it was like this weird leak, and then no one's really talked about it. I'm surprised they didn't use that to release it. But whatever, I mean, we live, I guess. We be living out here. Yeah, I'm excited for the Galarian Weezing. That's Poison and Fairy, right? That's gonna be fun to use. What's your question, Jordan? Go, Krabby, go. Did you know that Alola Ninetales is the only Ice Fairy type, and Dedenne is the only Electric Fairy type? I did not know that. That's actually kind of sweet, though. That makes me like those Pokemon even more, like when they have those like really unique typings. That's really sweet. Then I'm going to imagine that Fairy type probably has the most unique options of dual typings. You want a fire and fairy type and a bug and fairy. That'd be pretty sweet. Maybe the Scorbunny ends up being fairy fire. If that's the case, I would probably definitely use it the whole playthrough. And it would seal the deal for the Pokemon that I would use. And we have like don't we have a Pokemon Direct tomorrow as well? You know what? I love Pokemon cards. When I was younger, I used to play at school. It was a really big thing, and we always played Pokemon cards. I don't play it as much now. I'm not that great at it. It's changed, like, insanely amount. But I do have a few, and I do love collecting. So I'm very careful when buying Pokemon cards, because I could literally probably buy, like, 100 packs at a time. Then I'd have, like, no money, and I'd be very upset. But I do love collecting stuff, so Pokemon cards are pretty awesome. I don't have a ton, but I do have a few. I try to buy like 1 or 2 of each new like collection that comes out. Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's a Pokemon Direct happening tomorrow. September 4th. New news, Paul. I don't know what's going to happen, what they're going to be talking about, but I'm pretty sure that's what I remember hearing about. Something's happening tomorrow. Maybe they'll talk about Impidimp just for you. Maybe. Yeah, it'd be pretty. I mean, some good new information, you know? I'm excited. Aww. Krabbies are so cute. And normally, I'm not a big fan of Pokemon that are in the anime that Ash uses, just because then you see them all the time. But Krabby, out of pretty much all of his Pokemon, his Krabby and Kingler were like one of my favorites that he had. I loved watching him in the Pokemon League with his Kingler. I think there was like an episode where he was battling. That was like one of my favorite episodes ever in the series. Today you just pulled a full art Lycanroc midnight form. Ah! That's crazy. I don't have anything that exciting. That is for sure. I've never been that lucky with Pokemon cards, but the one thing, I mean, it's great to have duplicates in your decks and stuff, but sometimes when you're just collecting and you get a duplicate, you're like, ah, dang, but that's a pretty awesome pull. He only used his Krabby Kingler in the Indigo League, and then we rarely ever saw it again. I know, maybe that's why I liked it so much, just because you got to see in that one little bit. But I liked it. Aww. I always feel bad for like all his Pokemon that he like leaves behind, except for Pikachu. And his Muk was so cute. Do you think they will make Pokemon cards with certain shit? Oh, hands down they will, for sure. No questions. Like any, like, Pokemon main stuff, like right now, Pokemon, like the games, Pokemon cards, the Pokemon card game, and then even like Pokemon Go are like huge successes. And they'll keep adding stuff for that all the time. He leaves his Pokemon from another regions with Professor Oak. Well, I know they're in good hands. I just like, what made me think about it a lot, actually, funny enough, is like when you watch the Sun and Moon anime, and then one of the more recent ones when like Brock and Misty, because they show up a few times in this anime, and they still have like they have some new Pokemon too, but they still have like some of the ones like Psyduck, like Misty still has Psyduck, and it just makes you think like, well, she can keep Psyduck. Why can't Ash keep more Pokemon? But I know they're in good hands. But like, could you imagine? I don't know. I feel like it's like, you know, Matilda. Like, I wouldn't be able to like leave Matilda when I move to a different country. I'd have to take with. Yeah, the way he reacted to when Scrabby was sent to Oak was so funny. Aww. The Nidorino? The Nidoran line in general is awesome. I love the female, male, different appearance lines. They're so great. Or they have the ones where it's only the females that evolve. Yeah, the Krabby in that did not have a lot of like episodes, but like definitely made a big impact, I think, in a lot of people. The one thing I like about the Greninja, I will have to say, of him leaving it, when you see him, like, release Pokemon in the wild, for, like, certain reasons, like, I love how it worked out, where he left his Greninja in the wild to, like, protect the forest and protect, like, that part of the world. I think is amazing. When they do stuff like that, has like a really great purpose, you know? It's super sad and all that other stuff as well, but like you see like a really good purpose behind him not using that Pokemon anymore. But then when you just... Okay, that's what I thought you meant, Nidorina, but... But when you, like, don't even get an option to see him, like, send them to Professor Oak. Like, I want an episode where he, like, says goodbye to his Pokemon. You know? Like the Goodra that he left. Like, that kind of stuff I like seeing. She's a cutie. Okay, we'll see you in a second. But yeah, if they give us more of like so this season, like that we're watching now, I'm not sure who's all watching it or not, but I've been keeping close eye on it. Once he's done the whole series, like all his Pokemon are gonna go, but like are we gonna know what happens? Like his like Torracat, it's a pretty good connection there, so it's like who's going to take care of his Torracat? Probably just leave them all with the professor that he's with now. When he goes to his next island, I guess. And even like his Lycanroc that he has. He has such a huge connection and helped it, you know, evolve into this brand new type that no one had. And then learn to not be able to battle better. It's like, how are they going to be able to let them go? Yeah, Misty's Psyduck would evolve, right? I mean, now she has a Gyarados, which is pretty cool. I don't mind when they show them with a few new additions, but like, I don't know. I mean, it's probably not obviously meant to think that much into it, but I always think that. It's like, what is he going to do with all his Pokemon now? It's like a Fletchling that he had. Then all of a sudden you go into the new series and they don't even show it, talk about nothing. I want like a goodbye episode. And that's really all she would need. She would need her Psyduck to evolve and be very nice and powerful. Don't have to worry about getting headaches. But it was pretty sweet that they had them with the Mega Evolutions. I thought that was really cool to add in the Sun and Moon series. Oh, the crowd was coming right for us, and then it left. Well, there's another one. But it's interesting how they throw a lot of mythicals and like in the anime this time around. It's like they always like to show Ash catching like at least 5 or 6 Pokemon, but then they never really show anybody else. They all get like 1 or 2. But I feel like that's how I would be like in the real world. I'd probably have like max 6, but I'd probably have like 3 or 4. Yeah, especially when Pokemon ends. What will happen? I don't know. It's so sad. I don't want to think about that. But I do like how they've gone back and brought Misty and Brock back in it. Like, just to kind of get a little glimpse of the old characters that you meet from time to time. That's kind of why I like Pokemon Masters that was just released. Because they have all the characters in there. It's kind of neat. There's been a ton of series and seasons of Pokemon. But it doesn't seem to have as much of a big hype storyline like the other seasons had with like bad characters and stuff, so this one will just kind of get to the end and then we'll, like, there's no climax it seems. Just him at school. Just average. They kind of started adding some stuff with the Ultra Beast, but then that really didn't go very far. Whew. This has been the longest run in this little area without seeing a shiny. Oh wow. What's we gonna do? What's we gonna do? Welcome back! All those Spearows, I don't want to see those. I just want to see shiny Krabbies. Let's go. I still haven't had a chance where I've seen 2 shinies pop up at the same time in the Let's Go games, unfortunately. I haven't been that lucky. Do you wish Ash would have at least keep 1 Ultra Beast? No, I mean, I'm okay with that. I like that they put them in, but like, they just haven't done a lot of hype around it, I guess. And like, I don't feel like there's like a real main like bad guy in a sense. It's just very like vanilla, but it's still cool that they like have them in it, but He had his port bowl for a little bit, so that was kind of fun. And then now he has his newest edition, so we'll see where that takes him. And I've like seen and heard rumors about how that anime goes and what happens, and like just waiting to watch all the episodes. And I'm very curious to see what eventually the Sword and Shield anime is going to be like. There we go. Now I typed it in right. There we go. Come on, Game Boy. My Game Boy game. My DS is delayed a little bit. I don't like it. Get my Persian to stretch its legs just a little bit there. I think Ash will win the new league. I'd like to hope so, but I mean, they've never really done that yet. There's been how many series now, and he's never won, so. There would be kind of like a cool way to end the series. Because I feel like the way like they've done Alola is it's so different from all the series and all the regions that like it would be like, yeah, he wins, and it's like no one really knows about it out in other places because no one's heard of this place or something. Like it seems like it's off on its own little island and has all its own rules and different stuff, so. Either way, though, if he wins or loses, that's okay. I just want to see, like, I just love watching all the battles. So you don't see a lot of Pokemon battles in this season as much as I feel like you do in the past. But probably just to keep true to the story, I'm sure they'll not let him win. He'll make it right to the very end, and Gladion will win or something. Ugh, so many Smeargles. Fly back up, fly back up. There are so many Spearows. We're gonna go back in the sky for a little bit, I think. I love how a sleeping Pokemon can still fly. Is that the one with, when he, his Rowlet got the Everstone? It's like a good way, I guess, of, showcasing that Rowlet's not gonna evolve? Ooh. That screen keeps defecting on us. And it's weird how they use that move, because, like, not really how it technically would work. You don't need to have an Everstone and then shoot it out for, like, a Bullet Seed or Seed Bomb kind of move. But oh well. They can do what they want, I guess. I have to decide how I am gonna eventually hunt my favorite Pokemon. If I'm gonna do it in Pokemon Let's Go, my coughing, or if I'm going to egg hatch it, or wait until Gen 7 or Gen 8. I mean, probably wait till Gen 8. That might make sense. Oh, I had some weird glitch 2 seconds ago. What's going on here? Ah, what's happening? Does it still say I'm streaming? I can't tell. Alright, well, I'm not sure if anyone can see me, but apparently it doesn't want to connect anymore, so... But otherwise, if you can or can't hear you, I'll be out of here. I'll be back in a couple days to catch up on these shiny hands. Otherwise, see you later. Erniiie is out of here. Bye!